YouTube, what's up? It's your boy Crypto J coming at you guys with yet another J Talks Crypto. If you're brand new to the channel, hit the subscribe button as well as bell notification. I do my best each and every day to give you guys the top picks in cryptocurrency. And guys, nothing has changed. Nothing has changed. Today we're going to do a overview of Pulse Chain. I haven't done one in a while. Somebody in the comment section actually mentioned, Jay, you never talk about Pulse Chain. How come you never talk about Pulse Chain? And it's been a while since I've talked about Pulse Chain, but to be honest with you guys, I was really one of the first YouTubers to ever talk about Pulse Chain, and some people don't believe that. So guess what? I pulled up the proof right here. The guy actually told me that the sacrifice happened like 3 years ago. But to tell you the truth, dude, this video right here, as you guys could see, it was made July 15th, 2021, where I gave a full overview of Pulse, and we were talking about the sacrifice. Again, insanely early on this project. When I tell you insanely, we are always insanely early on projects. If you're telling me about it, bro, there's a good chance I already talked about it. So especially something like Pulse, like, of course I already talked about Pulse. In my opinion, this is probably one of the most bullish blockchains, blue chips that I'm looking at right now, to be honest with you guys. Everybody in the Telegram knows how much I love Pulse. I just don't talk about it a lot on the channel, but let's talk about it. What is Pulse, right? So Pulse is basically an Ethereum fork. It was created by Richard Hart. And Richard Hart is, first of all, this guy is an absolute legend in cryptocurrency. He's kind of slowed down what he's been doing as far as his marketing and stuff like that. But Richard Hart used to be a lot more active on things like YouTube and stuff like that. Almost had him actually on the channel back in 2021, but it was at a time again where Hex was still growing and then Pulse was still being developed. So it was just hard getting us both on a video because, again, I was also growing a lot at the time. And it was just hard for us to get that sit down, which I still regret. If I could still get that with Richard, I would really love that. Richard, if you see this video, hit up your boy. Let's make it happen, man. You still have my Telegram. Let's do that. But as you guys can see too, I just want to talk about kind of their ecosystem and stuff like that as well. So Pulse has their own exchange. This is PulseX right here. They have a native token as well. It is PulseX. What Pulse is a bridge. So you can bridge over your Ethereum to Pulse. You could bridge over a lot of coins to Pulse. There's other websites too that you can use to bridge to Pulse. And then again, go on PulseX to swap from Pulse to other coins that you might like, similar to how you would do on Uniswap. So it just has its own it has its own ecosystem. It has its own dexes. As a matter of fact, it has a good amount of dexes. So it has PulseX. There's 9mm exchange. There's 9-inch exchange. As a matter of fact, I got Dex tools pulled up right now. We could kind of see all the different exchanges that Pulse is listed on. Here's Pulse Chain right here. Okay, so you guys could see PulseX right here, 9mm, 9-inch, just like I said. Uniswap, SparkSwap, SushiSwap, PulseRate, and Desktop. I like Pulse for a lot of reasons too. Just as far as the coins and stuff, the tokenomics is like something that definitely drives me towards Pulse. Also, a lot of these coins pay you in rewards. So you can actually get rewarded just for holding some of these coins, which is pretty cool. That's something that you don't really see on a lot of other blockchains, like, you know, these things rewarding you. So I think that's pretty interesting. I like also the LPs that they have too. As you guys could see, also Hex paying out 38% for their mining averages. So that's pretty insane too. I want to know what you guys think though about Hex. Again, Hex is very speculative. I'm ultimately super bullish on it. I'm bullish on Pulse. I'm bullish on INC. I'm bullish on PulseX. I'm bullish on all the Hex ecosystem because, again, I just see a great need for it. I've always felt a great need for it, especially when the fees were so high on Ethereum. The whole point of Hex, or the whole point of Pulse, was to be a fork of Ethereum that had cheaper fees. And so, again, I'm bullish on that. I like that. Even though now the Ethereum with Ethereum 2.0 and all that, the fees are a lot less. But anyway, I'm still bullish on Pulse. I still like this project for 2025. There's a lot of crazy stuff going on as far as like Richard and the SEC. A lot of that stuff already got dismissed, but there is still like an Interpol investigation on him, which I also feel like personally will get dismissed. I don't think that Richard's going to go to jail. This guy is running what I think is a clean project. And again, I'm long on this project. I would love to, again, interview Richard and have him on the channel to talk about it more too. One thing about Hex and Pulse too is like You can go on CoinMarketCap and you could go try to search this up and try to find it, but you're gonna see like the circulating supply is not listed there. Also, it's not listed on like CoinGecko and stuff like that. And so, I mean, that information is not really accurate in my opinion. You got to really kind of go over on GoPulse to see really like what the market cap is looking like and some of these charts and stuff like that. But they have an entire ecosystem. You know, they have stable coins and everything. So the fact that this ecosystem is still, again, sitting so small, even INC is only sitting at 95 million market cap. Like, that's crazy to me. But you know, I'm long on these projects. I know that crypto is going to be volatile, and honestly, I feel like a couple things keeping this price down a little bit, in my opinion. And one is Ethereum. It is Ethereum's not lack of performance, right? It seems like a lot of people have been really stuck on these Solana meme coins, which, I mean, I guess, I mean, the guys that trade on Pulse already know, like, we don't see them, all them crazy rugs that happen. There are still rugs that happen, but it's not like every coin's getting rugged like on Solana with all these bundlers and all this crazy stuff that's going on over there. So I think that a lot of these coins have a lot of appeal to people because also they're just less volatile. I don't know what it is about this chain that makes it so much less volatile, because again, the fees are so low, just like Solana, just like Binance was even, you know, and that was kind of like something that I didn't really like about Binance, to tell you the truth, and why I felt like that project would actually fail, which in my opinion it did. And honestly, I feel like we're kind of seeing Solana turn into the Binance Smart Chain because there's just too many scams, right? The Binance Smart Chain, the thing that's different between Solana and Binance, I guess, is that Solana has actually had big successful coins. So Binance Smart Chain, in my opinion, has not had any big successful coins. SafeMoon was like the biggest project that was built on Binance Smart Chain, and it turned out to be a scam, and that's not hot. So again, the fact that you got Pulse that is sitting at a let's see. So Pulse is sitting at a $4.5 billion market cap. And then you also have PulseX sitting at a $4 billion market cap. You got Hex sitting at a $5.4 billion market cap. I just feel like we're really early on this, bro. When you compare it to stuff like Solana, again, that has basically turning into a scam chain insanely. But you consider that sitting at around like, I don't even know, like $120 billion or something like that. And you consider that Pulse is sitting so cheap at like 4.5 billion. Again, yeah, I'm super long on it, but at the same time, I'm paying attention to the volume and stuff like that. I want to see Pulse pick up. I want to see it really start picking up in volume. Again, there's been a lot of craziness going on with the headlines and stuff like that. I feel like once we get some bullish news out of what's going on with Richard, I do think that Hex will perform really well and all these other coins. But I also think that it is also kind of depending on Ethereum. Ethereum's just been lacking. So we'll see how the demand is, but it shouldn't correlate to 1-to-1. Again, Pulse is a better chain, in my opinion, than Ethereum, personally. And I like Ethereum. I do think Ethereum will do well. Even though I do think that Ethereum will probably drop all the way down to like 1,200 or 1,100, and you could clock that if you want. You could take a screenshot or record or whatever you want to do about that. I feel like Ethereum will hit 1,100 to 1,200 more than likely because, again, it's been lacking in volume. But I still think that Ethereum will also perform really well in 2025. And I feel like Pulse will perform really well in 2025. Especially the fact that they got rid of that SEC case. That was big for the price, right? But again, still a little bit of FUD going on in behind Richard. But again, I love the guy. I think he runs a stand-up project. There's FUD about every project, right? The XRP, Tether, everybody got to go through court and all this stuff. And as you guys could see, they're just starting to dismiss stuff with Trump now. So do I think they're going to lock Richard up? I don't think they're going to lock Richard up, to be honest with you. I don't know that for a fact, but I really don't think that that's going to be the case. Again, I'm bullish on Pulse. I like this project, covered it years ago. We're probably going to cover it a lot more on the channel. We did cover some projects that are on here, a lot of projects that I still like that are built on Pulse. But yeah, I love this blockchain. I want to know what you guys think, though. You guys long on Pulse? You guys like it? Are you holding it? How long have you been holding it? Do you guys remember seeing some of those videos? Some of you guys, again, have made a lot of money and have seen my videos in the past when I was talking about Pulse years ago. So Just curious, when did you guys get into Pulse? Were you like me? Were you around during the sacrifice, or did you guys find out about this later on down the line? I want to know. We're going to continue covering this kind of stuff. And as always, guys, I appreciate you. Hit that subscribe button. I'll catch you next one. Peace.